Hi, everyone. For the ones that are here, for the ones that will watch this later and recorded, I'm glad that you accessed this video because I have a message to share with you guys today about this journey we are together. And it's very important that you listen to this. So if you're here, it's because you probably need this message. And like the title says, it's about the finding the calm in the storm. So ever since you started this program, and even before then, probably your life has felt like a mess. Like, oh my God, how does she expect me to do all of these things that she's asking me to do? You had to change your routine. You had to adapt. You had to think in different ways to be able to open yourself to learn this new language. And I want you to realize that what you're doing here is not just learning a language. Like I've told you guys, learning a language is opening a door, a new perspective in your mind. You're learning how to think differently, how to express yourself differently. There are even research that says that we have different personalities in different languages because, yeah, understanding that whole other culture, that whole set of vocabulary and grammar and all, we break it down as human beings. We break everything down, all the bigger things, we break it down to smaller pieces that we can understand and we can quantify and we can learn easier. And it's great, it's beautiful. You're learning vocabulary, you have your goals, you have, you know certifications you want to take. You have those quantifiable things that you're working towards to, but you have to remember that what you're doing is much more than that. It's much bigger. So today I'm inviting you to look at the bigger picture of what speaking English will allow you to do. And it's not just getting a better job. It's not only being able to travel and buy stuff, asking how much something is or ordering a meal in a restaurant. No, you're learning a new language. You're learning how a whole new group of humans communicate amongst themselves and how they interact with the language, what emotions are attached to certain words, what how to express yourself in a new way that you've never expressed yourself before. It's powerful. I I'm biased to say because I am completely in love with languages and what what other perspectives they open in your mind and the people you'll be able to meet just because you speak that language and the experiences you'll be able to go through because you speak English. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it really exciting? So you decided to come in this program with me. I At some point we talked and you trusted me to guide you in this path of getting to the point where you feel comfortable with English. And all of you had different goals, you had different motivations, objectives, but in the end, we're all working towards the same thing, which is becoming fluent in another language, becoming bilingual, and that's just beautiful. I want to thank you for your trust in me to guide you through the way. and my ideas of getting there, because there are 1,000 different ways of learning a language. There are different methods. There are so many schools in Brazil, so many private teachers, so many apps that are coming out, so many teachers on YouTube. There are literally thousands of ways for you to learn the language, but you chose one. You chose to give me your money to exchange this energy and trust me to get you there in a new way, in a way that you identified with. So this is great. This is a great partnership, and I'm honored to be your guide to learning English. But ultimately, I'm not teaching you anything. You're teaching yourself. You know, you're teaching how you like to learn this language, and that's what I keep stressing day after day, audio after audio, video after video. And I hope that you got the point. But if you haven't, that's okay. There's always time to get the point. You have to enjoy what you're doing. You have to have fun. You have to be excited to learn a language. Even if you started like, I don't like English very much. You know why? Why don't you like the language? Or why don't you like learning a language? Maybe because you had a bad experience in the past. Maybe you had a teacher that you hated, remember, in school, in high school, and that ruined English for you. Or maybe you think you can't learn, but let me tell you, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Language is not a gift. Well, it's what separates us from all the other animals. So it kind of is a gift. But I'm going to tell you with 100% of certainty, you should trust me on that one. If you've learned one language, which I believe you have, because we've communicated somehow. So if you learn Portuguese, you can learn English, you can learn any language in the planet, because all languages share a lot of the same fundamental ideas. And we're all trying to communicate to each other ideas. So we're going to do that in similar ways, just using different sounds and different structures of those little bits of sounds that we call words. So just forget about the things you've been told, forget about the insecurities that you've carried with you. I know it's easier said than done. It's easy for me to say, "I'll just forget about it." No, it's not that simple, but you listening to me right now, it's an opportunity for you to choose to just forget the insecurities for one moment. Just, you know, just one moment, and focus on what's good. Focus on how fun it is that maybe a few weeks ago you couldn't carry a conversation. You never thought you would speak to an American and be able to communicate. And look at you. By now, you've had one, two, or maybe several conversations with Americans that do not speak your language, and you did fine. You survived. And that's beautiful. That's amazing. I'm so proud of all of you, past students, current students, everyone, future students that I haven't met yet. I'm just really, really happy that you believed in me, but you believed ultimately in yourself to be able to go through this intense program that I, me and a lot of really great and special people are creating for you. Pedro, my partner, Pedro is amazing and a very important part of this project. He was the first one that believed in me and thought that this idea was going somewhere. So Thank you, Pedro, for being here since the beginning, and everybody else that has been joining us in this journey. It's been amazing. It's been transformational and just been blowing my mind. Helping you guys is what makes me keep going because I know that I have something to share, something I love, and I can share it with you. And I get to think about different ways every single day to give you the best experience you can have. So, next time you get frustrated with me or with yourself, either with me of like, oh my God, Anna is expecting too much of us. I am not, guys. I'm pushing you. I'm your coach, right? So I'm pushing you to give your best, try your hardest, keep, keep up, just reach your goals. But I want to see you succeed. I'm not here to guilt trip you into anything or to make you feel bad about yourself. Not at all. I'm here to help you. Okay? Ultimately, you have to decide to be helped and to embrace this experience and just go with it. You know, there's no space for guilt, there's only space for a new day. I love saying this that every single day is a new opportunity for you to do anything you want, anything. And that includes English and how you're studying it. Okay? So I know our lives get busy, work, family, relationships, things that come up that we're not expecting. I really do. I know that things happen. Health. Some of you have been through health problems, unexpected things, and it's life, guys. Life happens to all of us, and those things they do happen to all of us in different moments. But it's up to you to decide that you're not letting guilt take the best out of you, and you're just going to find that calm during the storm. Okay? Because life happens while we're doing all of these things, while we're working every day, while we're trying to study English, while we're just doing the day-to-day things. That's when life's happening. So don't let it be floated with guilt and just this idea that you're never enough, that you didn't reach your goal, so you didn't do these, you didn't do that. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. Just remember that. So enjoy the things that you get to do. Enjoy the path you decided to take. Just enjoy. That's my favorite word, probably the word that I use more frequently here in this program, is just enjoy. Enjoy where you're at. Enjoy your struggle. I said that to a student very recently. He was telling me that he does not like taking quizzes because I told him to take some quizzes. But I'm going to ask you too to take some quizzes in phase 2. You'll be taking some quizzes. But the quizzes here, they are not, in school, we have tests, exams, quizzes to like prove our worth, prove how much we've learned. And in this case, I'm using quizzes to detect like a diagnosis. So I want you to make a mistake. If you make no mistakes, then there's no point for you to take the quizzes I'm giving you. The quizzes I'm giving you are for you to make a mistake, and then from your mistake, you'll be like, oh, so I didn't quite understand this point. Oh, I thought the grammar was like this, and it's like that. And that's the point of the quiz, is for you to realize what you are, what mistakes you're making, what you don't fully understand, and then you can finally understand. It's to create awareness, to give you that sense of, like what's missing, because otherwise you'll never know, right? So make mistakes. That's my point. Mistakes are wonderful. Making mistakes is what allows us to grow and to learn in anything in life, English included. So I like to say that the quicker you make your mistakes, the quicker you'll learn how to solve them, how to do the right thing, to say the right thing, to use the right word, use the right grammar. So the quicker you do that, the quicker it will be for you to learn those things. Okay? So again, going back to this topic, finding that calm during the storm is not before, is not after, it's during the storm. The storm is out there and it's, crazy and it feels like everything is a mess, but it's not, really not. We all need the storm. We need water, the plants need water. It's necessary for us to grow as well. Oh, look, my analogies, they come full circle. It's amazing. Um, so we all need the storm, but does it does it do you any good to go through the storm like feeling like, oh my God, I'm not enough? Why didn't I prepare for the storm? Why am I not better through the storm? Just forget about it, okay? It's like this program, you're like, oh my God, there's so much to do. Anna's expecting us to record videos every day and do vocabulary lists and listen to her audio speaking in my mind every single morning. And on top of that, I have work and I have family and I have these and that and blah, blah, blah. Then the storm, it's going over you. But I just want you to take what I'm giving you and enjoy the moment you're dance in the storm. Just go out, and even though you have all of these things happening, enjoy these moments, enjoy what you're learning, enjoy the activity you're doing. If you're not enjoying it, change it, okay? So if something is like, oh my God, this is so boring, this is not the point. It's not the point at all. I'm giving you different things to try, but if that's not for you, it's not for you. Okay? So that's how I want you to start tomorrow, how I want you to start this next week. I want you to, every single activity you receive in your email, I want you to think, you start doing it, and you're like, okay, how do I feel about this? Am I being curious about the language? Am I actually finding that thrill, that happiness, that excitement to learn English? Or am I doing this because I have to do it? There's so many things in life we have to do it. This is not one of those things, okay? This is the thing that if you feel like the video you're watching, the article you're reading, whatever you're doing, if you feel like, oh gosh, this is so annoying, this is so boring, change it up. Find something else. There's like 1 gazillion things on the internet in English. You can choose any of it. Why would you do something boring, if there's so many options? So take that in mind. I know that throughout the course, we do some things that you wouldn't want to do, like learning flashcard apps and recording yourself on camera. I know that's not the most comfortable thing, but believe me, try to do those things I'm asking you at least once before you don't do them. It's different for me to say change it up than don't do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying do it, but do it in a way that makes sense to you, that makes you like, even if it's fear, fear of like recording a video and sounding silly, making a mistake, that's also good. Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? That's what they say. So just think about that throughout this week while you're recording the videos. If you're like, oh my God, what am I supposed to say in this video? What do you want to say? What would you want to say to me? What would you want to say to yourself? We don't talk to ourselves as often as we should. Talk to yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. I'll let you do it, okay? And or a friend, you can picture someone that you're talking to, your mom, your friend, anyone really. Just change it up the activity to make it fun, to make it meaningful. That's what I'm telling you. Oh, the flashcards. Why are we making flashcards? I know there's a science behind it, but make the flashcards fun, make a little game out of it. Do it in a way that is unique to you, that you think it's enjoyable. And find your own ways to find that calm during the storm that our lives have become. Okay? I hope that you've gotten something out of this. And if you need subtitles, there will be subtitles, okay? You can rewatch this video with English subtitles if you haven't done so already. And if you have any questions, just come talk to me. If you're feeling unmotivated, if you're feeling like, oh, this is too hard, talk to us. You can talk to us in the group, in the WhatsApp group. I am sure that more than one person will be going through the same thing as you. And or if you want to talk to me. Send me an audio. I will love to hear from you. And I feel like, I can help you. I can really help you. Even if it's something besides just learning English, I can help you find that motivation again, reorganize your ideas. So just count on me, okay? I'm here for all of you and super happy again to have you here. And I hope you get some rest in the rest of your Sunday and you start this new week with new energy, new excitement, and just, finding that calm. Okay? So I will see you guys later in your group, in your individual coaching sessions and throughout this week. And if you haven't answered a challenge on the WhatsApp group, please do so. We need to know. And I'll speak to all of you very soon. Okay? Have a good night.